Now, if all that had happened was that they lied about the Hunter Biden documents, it would be scandalous, but it wouldn't be anything out of the ordinary. The media lies every day. They lied for 5 straight years about Donald Trump in order to undermine his presidency. Their main story, remember, the main story in the United States for 5 years, from the time Trump in 2016 became the general election candidate against Hillary Clinton until the time that he walked out of the White House, 5 straight years, the number one story in our media was not about jobs or inflation or foreign policy or war or anything else. It was Russiagate. It was the claim, the central claim, the 2 central claims were that the Trump campaign had illegally colluded with Russia to hack into the emails of the DNC and the Hillary Clinton campaign in order to give them to WikiLeaks. That it wasn't the Russians who did it, it was the Russians working with the Trump campaign in collusion, in a conspiracy, in collaboration to hack their enemies, their opponents, the DNC and the Hillary Clinton campaign, in order to give those emails to WikiLeaks. The media, that happened was an absolute gospel truth to most of the media. They said it over and over. Only for the hero that they had created, Robert Mueller, who they kept telling us was going to come any minute and arrest Donald Trump and his family and his closest aides for having illegally colluded with Russia, to end his investigation by concluding explicitly that the investigation of 18 months with unlimited budget, with unlimited subpoena power, did not establish that everything the media had spent years telling you was in fact true, that the Trump administration colluded with Russia. And the other part of that story, which is even crazier and more baseless and more deranged, was that the United States had essentially been taken over by the Kremlin because Vladimir Putin possessed sexual, financial, and other forms of blackmail leverage over Donald Trump, and then therefore could tell him what it is that Donald Trump had to do to serve Russian interests at the expense of American interests. A more deranged conspiracy theory can barely be imagined. And yet it was disseminated over and over by the same people in the media who now tell you they need the power to censor the internet to prevent untrue conspiracy theories and disinformation campaigns from contaminating our politics. What more deranged disinformation campaign can there ever be than this crazy conspiracy theory they invented